Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with the world's most beautiful melodies. And today I'm talking about Bohuslav Martinu. And he's a very interesting character. People don't know him as a melodist. I mean, he's a 20th century composer, and he was a profoundly beautiful melodist, but not for any one particular work. I have chosen an example. It's here in this Martinu Selected Masterpiece Supraphon box. It's called Toccata e Due Canzone. A very unusual piece in 3 movements, a toccata and 2 songs, for chamber orchestra. Now, Martinu was a composer whose music sort of comes in different styles, different characteristics, and he mixes the recipe differently for each work. There is the toccata, the fast style, with lots of little notes and sturdy neoclassical, almost Baroque rhythmic energy, like that. And then there's the dreamy music, spacey, almost hallucinatory, that you hear, in his opera Giulietta and in many of his late works, the Sixth Symphony, the symphonic fantasies, where you have just this hauntingly strange musical landscape full of really characterful and sometimes quite disturbing sounds. There is a modernist dissonant idiom. There was a jazz-influenced idiom. There was the Czech folk idiom. And then, and this is the part I'm talking about particularly, there is this beautiful, beautiful singing lyricism. And the tunes have a certain similarity. It's the kind of music he's writing, not the distinctive melody of each one. And this lyricism is buoyed by a perpetual syncopation in the melody. So it's ya da 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 ba 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 da da. It seems to float over the bar lines, and it's very, very tonal, but tonal in a way that really gets under your skin. I mean, you're not going to go away humming the tune because you'll never get the rhythms exactly right. I mean, it just is a kind of singing. And I love it. I just love the style. You hear it in so many works that he wrote, especially this toccata. And so I'm going to play you a little example from the first movement of the Toccata e Due Canzone, and you'll hear exactly how he does it. What you're going to hear is the first loud outburst in the movement, which is full of that crazy rhythmic stuff, fast, nervous, twitchy motion, and very, very tricky rhythms. You'll hear them. It's very, very hard to do. And then all of a sudden, the music just anchors itself in a note, in a pedal point. And in comes this tune on the violins. And it is so beautiful. And it's so beautiful by way of contrast with everything around it. And you hear it in a couple of different forms in the movement. It never sounds exactly the same. And no two melodies using this style, this singing, syncopated style in the violins, they never sound exactly the same. They're all different. But Martinu uses that kind of music in all kinds of wonderful, wonderful ways in his various works. The symphonies, his concerti, his other things, his operas, whatever it is. There's that style of melodic writing, and it belongs to absolutely no one else. There is no one else who uses it the way he does or who sounds quite like he does when he uses it. And so I want you to hear it and just listen to this beautiful, soaring melody when it comes in and how it emerges out of the busy toccata stuff and then retreats into it at the end. It's just marvelous, absolutely marvelous. And it really is a wonderful example of how composers evolve a personal style, which is immediately identifiable, immediately gives you the fingerprint of who's actually doing it. And that's what makes it great. And that's what makes it one of the world's most beautiful kinds of melody. Maybe not specific melody, but the nice thing about the most beautiful kind of melody is that you get to hear it wherever he does. And that's quite frequent. So here you go. Isn't that beautiful? That was Jerzy Białowieck conducting, I think, the Prague Philharmonic or one of those Czech orchestras. It's on Supraphon here. It doesn't say on the back of the box, so I'm not going to bother you by taking it apart to figure it out. But it's a glorious piece of music and a glorious melodic style. Bohuslav Martinu, one of the great voices in 20th century music. So I hope you've enjoyed this world's most beautiful melody. Keep on listening, friends. Take care.